Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Even though it's 5:14 my time, PM.
Yeah, it's 6:12 right here.
Uh,
One of our clocks are not good.
yeah, you seem to be like a future person.
I am
What's the future like?
dull.
Dull. Okay. Well, it's
I'm
beginning to
I'm
look
speaking
dull.
with someone from the past. I mean, that has something to say about what the future is like.
Yes, the future is absolutely hopeless. So you look to the past, and the past is like, dude, you're in front of us, man. I don't know. You're supposed to know shit.
Maybe I do. I just don't tell you.
You should tell me. Come on. It's the responsibility of being in the future.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But then I would alter the timeline.
No, yeah, maybe we need auto timelines. Because this timeline one totally sucks.
Well, do tell. What's your problem with this timeline?
It's I actually I'm fine. I can't even come up with an excuse. But anyways, before we devolve entirely into absolute pointless bullshit, I should introduce you to everybody and welcome Daniel to the Sounds Legit podcast, episode 3.
Thank you for having me, Kevin.
No
I'm Daniel,
worries.
by the way. Hi,
Yes,
everyone.
yes. That's Daniel, my buddy, and if people are listening to this from the Two Dudes Talking podcast, they probably know about our history already. But since I will be publishing this on Libsyn, which is like this premier podcasting hosting service, we'll probably have a few listeners they don't even know who we are.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we can't give you our surnames because we don't want stalkers just yet. It's very narcissistic.
Just yet. I really like how you how you
It's
say just yet. I mean, sometime in the future, maybe,
maybe
it depends.
yes, but not
It
now.
depends who you are, what you want with us.
Hey, at that point, then even I would say, you know what? I understand. I don't necessarily condone your stalking me, but I understand it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you all get our first names for now, and maybe after 200 episodes, you can get the first. No, I just sound like an asshole. But no. Welcome to episode 3 of the Sounds Legit podcast with my buddy Daniel, whom I've managed to track down after 7 years of just constantly annoying and stalking him. Um,
Wait, you did what now?
I left you presents at your door.
That was you.
Yes, the dead cats. No. Oh god.
God, man.
Oh, this is not going well. But yeah,
No, this
so
is
yeah.
going perfectly well. I
Oh,
just
actually.
I just got an answer to a question I've been thinking about. How do dead cats appear at the
Yeah,
doors?
just mauled cats. No, Daniel, I met Daniel online playing the original Planetside back in the day.
Yeah, back in
And
what, 2004?
yeah, dude, that's God.
Like 12 years ago. Jeez.
Yeah, man, that's a fucking long time.
Hmm.
Uh, and we've been buddies ever since. We've met in real life. As a matter of fact, you came to visit me. Was it
I did.
September last year?
Sometime, yeah, September, I think.
Yes,
You showed me around your hometown city,
yes.
where it is.
Yes, yes, that was good. And then it was a nice, interesting cultural exchange because you introduced me to Rick and Morty. It's
Yeah,
like the best TV show ever.
absolutely. You know how I got introduced to Rick and Morty?
No, do tell.
I was watching a guy on YouTube playing a game. It was his, I don't know, some 2 million, 3 million subscribers special
Yes,
something.
yes,
And he was playing a game. I can't remember which one. It was a driving game with a huge ass map. And he basically, the whole video he usually does about like 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes long videos.
yes.
But this one, he drove from one corner of the map to the other corner of the map. And it took him 2.5 hours.
Jesus.
All the while just talking shit. I mean, and it's something, I was listening to it because
Yes,
I have no life, so that's what I do. But
absolutely.
I was listening to him.
Yes.
I was like, this isn't boring. How can he speak that much and be interesting at the same time? I didn't understand. And one of like at mark, I don't know, 1.5 hours, he came up with this topic of Rick and Morty, and one of the episodes where the reason he loves it so much, he said, that was the episode when Rick and Morty had to bury themselves.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and he said that it was so. I'm not sure
It
what
was
he
so
said exactly, but that's a
funny.
mind fuck experience.
That was a watershed moment. That I was
Yeah,
pissing myself dying, and I think for me, that's one of the episodes that made me say the show is brilliant. It is absolutely fucking brilliant.
yeah,
And it's just that how, spoiler alert, because honestly, if you haven't seen it by now, but it was,
yeah. You should, you
you
should.
should. I mean, for me, I think what got me was just Rick's indifference to the whole thing. It was just like,
Yeah,
he just went to the fucking fridge and grabbed whiskey. And Martin's it's just like,
ladies and gentlemen, we have
oh,
lost Kevin.
oh god, no, that's testament to how fucking awesome this show is. It's, I tell it to everybody I meet. It is the absolute best TV show, bar none, I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a TV show I'm trying all of my friends to, for them to get into.
It is so good.
Because they're like, but there's this show, and then Game of Thrones is coming, and I don't want commitment, and I'm like, dude, just watch episode 1.
Just watch one episode, and that's
one.
That's
It's
all
gonna
you
be
need to
like
do.
what, 20 minutes?
Yes.
Surely I know at this point that it's going to cost them like the whole 2 series of time, but they don't know that yet. So
No.
I'm trying to get them onto it.
Yeah, I've seen both seasons twice.
I only saw, well, I saw the season 1, or like part of season 1, twice, because we watched it together.
Yes.
I was there, but only once. I should rewatch it, actually.
You should. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And in case anyone's asking what that is, Rick and Morty is a TV show by Adult Swim. And it's created by Dan Harmon, the guy that made the Community TV show, even though I haven't seen Community. And this rather talented chap called Justin Roiland, who is the genius behind pretty much Rick and Morty, the voices. And these guys are absolutely fucking crazy. The things this, you just have to watch a cartoon. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is a cartoon, by the way.
Oh my God, yeah, it's an animated show, and it is absolutely hilarious. It's so well written, it's very intelligently written, and fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It just blows everything out of the water.
Now, if only Adult Swim could, pay us for saying this.
Free plug, huh? Yeah, they just totally did that. Pay me like £2.
Yeah, but this is absolutely free advertisement. I mean, we both love the show so much.
It's that good.
Yeah, it's just, go watch it, people.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Oh man, so how you been anyway?
Well, pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
How's the concert?
Yeah, I went to a concert yesterday, and it was one of my coworkers, actually. One of my coworkers' band. I suppose she was the singer.
She! Ha ha ha! I knew it! I knew it! You did it for a woman. I was just waiting. I was like, wait, how am I supposed to slip this question in there? Because I'm like, this guy went to a fucking concert. I'm like, why? There's a female involved. Please go on.
Well, yeah, but still.
I don't, Dan. I don't know. Tell me everything.
No. I mean, she's a coworker.
Yes.
So there's nothing between us.
Yeah.
We're just like good friends.
Yes, absolutely.
And she invited me, and I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'll go.
What kind of music, anyway?
Wow.
Please tell me it's not one of those contemporary art pieces, is it?
No. They sing covers like Lady Gaga's, what's it called? Poker Face.
Nice.
Some garbage songs.
Oh, nice.
Shut Up and Drive. I don't know who's the...
Rihanna, I think.
Yeah, maybe. So things like that, and also their own music.
Spliced in there.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. So was it like rock style type music?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And did you enjoy yourself? Did you?
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed myself. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Quick question: can you hear that thumping? Do you hear it distant thumping?
Thumping.
Yes.
No.
Okay, cool. Because I just had a new neighbor, and she's probably building a fucking IED up there. She's been hammering away at stuff since she moved
I
in
see.
yesterday. She's quite fit though, so I give her a pass. Um, that's how sexist I am straight off the bat. I am not entirely sexist, ladies and gentlemen, but on occasion I will say some sexist stuff. Not intentional, but oh god, I've dug myself a hole. So this concept, I was just trying to
Go
strike.
on.
No, I don't want to, Dan. I'm scared. No, but she moved in yesterday, and she's been hammering stuff. And I don't want to give her too much shit because when I was moving into this flat almost 3 years ago, I was putting up furniture. I remember once I just had this drive, so I must put up my shelving unit up. So I was literally up, on a weekday night. This was on a Wednesday night actually. I was there till 11 o'clock, just hammering stuff in my flat. I remember my neighbors, the guy just came downstairs and knocked on my door. I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, I'm so sorry, you know. And so I apologized to him, and I finished up like I told him I'm almost done, so because I'm moving in and etc. And I after I moved in, I bought them a bottle of wine to apologize, and things were good. You know,
Ah, how nice.
yeah, I was thinking of doing the same for my flat, my new housemate, just to introduce myself and get a bottle of red wine, and she's like, "Why don't you help me drink it?" I was like, "Badum tish, damn, I'm in." That is the move right there. Yeah, but I think
Okay, do that, and report back.
absolutely,
I
yeah.
mean, not now, but
Not now,
for the
no,
next
no,
episode
clearly.
or something.
Yeah, yeah, I'll let her move in. But it's a nice way to meet the neighbor, just say, oh, I heard you moving in because you kept me all night hammering away at the fucking wall. What are you doing, drilling for oil? Um, but here's a bottle of
A
wine.
pro tip: do not start a conversation like that.
No, no, no. I'll just, dude, I just came back from some social thing because I joined this website like 5 years ago that I never used up until like a month ago, and I subscribed to it by accident, and I paid £32 for the next 3 months. So I figured I might as well attend some of the events. So I joined this group, and I had lunch with them 2 weeks ago, and we had lunch today, and I don't know what happened. There was this guy. There's just two guys I started talking to, and we just started talking shit. I got them to my level, Dan. I made them shit talk. We were
Wow.
shit talking so hard. The entire group got involved. We are talking about one of the ideas we had was like to load up unmanned rockets with garbage and just shoot them towards the sun or Jupiter.
Why Jupiter?
Because it's a fucking gas giant. There's nothing there. It's just gas. Also, just fucking shoot rockets in there. I mean, it's literally, yeah, that's why.
Okay,
There's nothing
okay.
there. We're never going to go there. Uh, I mean, unless you want to, maybe we can find a way to extract the gases at some point in the future, but I don't think that's conceivable in the next 200 years. But then again, humans, who knows? Also, the idea is just to shoot rockets into the sun or Jupiter. Because I was more in favor of Jupiter because it's literally a gas giant and the mass it's smaller than both Earth and Mars. So there's a likelihood that whatever you shoot in there will just get lost in the miasma of clouds, and that's it. And then if it gets too much, maybe in 1,000 years when all of Jupiter is just nothing but garbage. Its entire mass is garbage. Then maybe we can just shoot a nuke in there and just light the whole thing on fire and just burn everything. But then again, that might explode. That might cause more problems. Come on.
Yeah,
So note to self: don't ignite, don't ignite Jupiter.
but also you do realize the cost of shooting a rocket either at the sun or Jupiter.
Yeah, yeah, there are costs involved. But that's why I thought the Jupiter idea was easier because at least you get a guaranteed result. Because I had doubts about shooting rockets towards the sun because the sun's heat might just destroy it halfway through, and then you just have garbage floating in space. But I didn't.
Towards the sun.
Yeah, do you Okay, so you got to help me here, my science, because I'm a bit daft when it comes to physics. I presume the sun's gravitational pull should be strong enough to pull set garbage towards it and burn everything in advance?
Well, it it depends.
Okay.
So if let's suppose you had the rocket and the rocket
Yes.
malfunctioned, exploded, whatever.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
If the rocket was on a collision course with the sun,
Yes.
there's a very high chance that whatever was in the rocket when it
Yes.
exploded is also on a collision course with the sun.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Because of the explosion, I mean, it depends how fast the rocket was moving and how far it exploded.
That's the thing. That's the risk. That's the risk.
It might miss the sun, but one of the things that you should know about the sun is that it's very hot.
Yeah, right.
So even if it misses by a couple 100,000 kilometers, you're still good.
Yeah, sorry. Did you hear that? Do you hear that now?
I do hear that now, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, shut it. No. So you're saying we just ignore it. I just ignore there's nothing. Yeah. So you're saying, yeah, but that's my point. That's why I wanted to just take Jupiter, because at least you know the rocket's going to get there if you got your computation correct.
Well, yeah, but Jupiter is also a much smaller target.
But it's the largest planetary mass in our system, though, isn't it? Or is that Uranus?
I
Google that. Let's just quick.
I didn't joke about this. I'm sorry, but yes, it might. I think Jupiter is the largest one. I absolutely no idea, but
Planet.
the sun is still larger.
Yes, but yeah, but you basically brought up the risk about the whole rockets exploding before it gets there, and if depending on the explosion, it might shoot its contents into the opposite direction, and they might travel fast enough to escape the gravitational pull of the sun.
No.
Oh, okay. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun and the largest in the solar system. Fuck yeah, Jupiter! It's a giant planet with a mass 1,000th that of the sun, but 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar system combined. Yeah, so its mass is even bigger than Earth, then, at the very least. So, there's our garbage bin. Jupiter. Right there.
I mean, there was once a question about whether we should try to neutralize hurricanes or tornadoes by igniting a nuclear bomb in the dead center of them.
Horrific idea. Who thought of that?
Well, it was a legitimate question how to avoid tornadoes.
Right.
But then, and it was actually in the United States, I believe, they did think about it to research this idea, and then came up with the fact that it's really not a good idea to do so. Yeah. And I think it's the same thing with launching rockets full of garbage into Jupiter or the sun. It's generally not a very good idea because it costs more than what you actually gain.
Yeah, but it's just monetary costs. I mean, like, think of the environment, Dan. Think of all the costs.
Okay, think of the environment. How much garbage do you think is being made or pollution is being made by manufacturing rockets capable of escaping Earth's gravity well?
Not as much as the garbage that's literally at the bottom of the ocean right now, man. You gotta think big, man. You gotta think big.
Yeah, but on a per rocket basis. So let's talk about how much one rocket can lift.
Oh, I got an idea, Dan. You want to hear my idea? You want to hear my idea?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got my counter. Okay, so the waste that we're producing while manufacturing rockets, yeah?
Yeah.
How about we take the waste, put it on said rocket along with the other junk, and then shoot it into Jupiter?
Okay, what about the pollution that comes out of the rocket itself when it's burning to get it out of Earth?
Yeah, what kind of pollution is that?
Well, whenever you burn something,
yes,
it releases carbon dioxide, for example.
Yeah, we got trees for that.
Yeah, but not enough. You would pollute the entire Earth. I mean, sure, you would get rid of some garbage. I'm not
absolutely
against this.
Mm-hmm.
But the added pollution in the atmosphere would be so much higher that we would come out with a negative balance.
I'd like to believe you, but I'm literally sold my garbage into Jupiter idea. So sorry, it's too late. It's Jupiter. Jupiter.
Why not lift people and go to Mars?
That's a different topic though. We're just talking about garbage disposal. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's it's a stupid idea.
No, it's not. How dare you? I invite you to
It
my
is.
podcast and you're insulting me.
I'm sorry, you started by saying that this is a good idea. That's an insult to common sense.
No, it's not. I think it makes perfect sense. You're just hating. Why are you hating, Dan? Why are you a hater?
Okay, now you're becoming a YouTube commenter.
I'm being facetious. I mean, no, but that's my point, though. We were just talking. I managed to just talk shit with these guys, and they were cracking up. We were just cracking each other up at that stage, and I was like, "Yes, finally, I got them." And because basically, there's an event in England. I think every April, every year, it's called the Grand National. And yes, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I live in England. Daniel lives in Hungary. We're doing this over the internet. Yay, yay for TCP/IP. And it's back to my point. Yeah, so there's this event called the Grand National, which is like horse racing, but on a national scale, where it's a national kind of event where everybody's allowed to bet in the country. So, if you go to a pub, it's absolutely packed with people, and it's bizarrely fun to watch horses run. And because, especially if you bet for a horse and you're just yelling at the fucking television or projector screen, "Go on, my son!" And I went to this last year for the first time, and it's such a fucking experience. And I've been living in this country for 10 years. I've never done that before. 14 years, actually. But my point, after the fact, we started talking about doping these horses, and I was like, and, because I'm sure the horses get tested for doping and steroid abuse and whatnot. And my idea is just to find alternate means of doping the horses that are not entirely tested at the moment. So one of my ideas was just to sneak into the stable just a few hours before and just absolutely jam Red Bull into a syringe into one of the horses' thighs.
Okay.
Yeah, or you just take a bunch of caffeine pills and just crush it. Just put it into his water supply.
So, are we really talking about how to dope
Yes, we are.
horses
Yes, this is the
before a
Sounds
race?
Legit. Yes, Daniel, we are. This is the Sounds Legit podcast. And at the same time, I was thinking about how, like, what kind of steroid can you give a horse to give it a heart attack while it's running? Because my final idea was just like, okay, you ever seen a horse race, like how it starts and everything? You've seen that, right?
From movies, pretty much.
Okay. So when they line them all up in the racks before,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
So
the doors just slung open.
yes,
Then
and
go.
you go for it, yeah. So my final idea on the subject was to get, like you crush some caffeine pills or whatever. You get your steroid concoction into a bullet, a specially made bullet, right? Fashioned into the shape of a bullet that can go into a sniper rifle, like a high-powered sniper rifle. You set up a sniper's nest, like maybe 5 miles away, or God knows how long you need to take a shot, maybe 2 miles out from a promptly built raven's nest. Anyways, you get the angle right, and you aim for your horse, and just before the doors open, you shoot the fucking horse in the ass with this bullet. So
I'm not sure the horse would survive.
no. You're shooting it in the leg or something.
Then it wouldn't be able to run. You're talking about a sniper rifle.
Yes, it's not okay. Fine. Yeah, it's just hear me out, okay? It's not okay. So the bullet is not tipped with lead or something. I mean, it's tipped with, let's say, glass, because it needs to pierce. So it will do damage, but just enough damage to get the fucking payload in there. Do you get my point?
But okay, physics again.
Yes,
In
physics.
order for a bullet to travel far enough, it has to be fast enough. Now, in order for it to be to retain speed, it has to be heavy enough. Now, something heavy and fast kills.
Well,
So you would have to be close to it with like something that can that shoots with I don't know, compressed air,
okay. So it's
like a
semi.
pistol.
Okay, fine. Fuck it. Jesus Christ, you're killing my dreams, man. Fucking hell. Okay, fine. We
Well,
use
you
like
need to have a reality check, that's why I'm here.
you're not coming back on. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go back to being solo, so I can live in my ignorance. Okay, fine, fine, okay, thanks. Sanity commissar. Fine. You get you get like a semi 22. I don't. It's a rifle, so it's not enough to outright kill the damn thing. Listen, at the same time, you're not trying to kill it. You're not taking a fatal shot to its neck or something. You're just shooting its ass, right? You're shooting one of its butt cheeks or something. Yeah, you get a semi 22. You put a blow dart. You tip it full of fucking Lucozade or something, and then just as before the door slam open, you just shoot it in the ass, well, in the butt cheek, so it just gets your steroid injections, and it just goes, you know. But you just have to, you just have to hope that its heart doesn't explode. It's like,
Listen, I have a. How about this? I have a better idea.
what is it?
These horses, I presume they have riders.
Yes.
So what if, just an idea,
Yeah.
what if the rider on his or her knees, wow, I can speak English.
Yeah.
So his or her knees
Yes.
has tiny syringes facing inwards,
Yeah.
right?
Just
Full with crushed caffeine pills and Red Bull. Whatever.
yeah.
And just before it starts, he just pokes the horse from both ends.
Yeah.
And then he injects the stuff.
Nice.
And then you don't have to get a pistol and shoot the horse in the ass.
Yeah.
You would probably be
You make it sound
Please.
horrible. You make it sound horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, there's a flaw to your plan. I can't really.
tell.
Now I can't believe we're talking about this.
I'm sorry, did I start this conversation?
You're helping me prolong it. So now I can't believe we're actually having a debate about it. Okay, fine. There's a flaw in your plan.
Do tell.
I'm sure they're gonna check the jockey before he gets on the horse. I think they checked them.
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's it. What if they check them and say, hey, what are those spikes on your in the inlet of your knee, and why does it have tubes to your inner thigh with a vial on both legs? What is that? Can you come with us, please, for questioning? So that's your flaw. I'm still gonna go with my sniper rifle idea. Okay, fine, not the high-powered one, because I might actually just take out its leg.
Yeah. You're so racing with 3 legs.
You just see the leg fly off.
And the race is off.
Oh man. And I think at this point, because the PET organization have already started sending assassins to my house since they've tracked my IP address. This is just shit talking. I'm not advocating. I am not. I'll be sure serious.
Get horses with sniper rifles.
Yeah, I am absolutely not advocating that. I'm just saying, what if, this is just shit talking, ladies and gentlemen. So the podcast is called Sounds Legit, But yeah. So maybe you're right with the high-powered sniper rifle. I'm just imagining the horse's leg flying off. It's about to start running. Oh man, yeah. So those were the kind of things we're talking about, and it was hilarious. I got them to where we are, and then we just started talking because I'm like, listen, we're strangers. We're not, we just met each other. I mean, we're not gonna go into each other's life stories straight away, so might as well just talk shit. And yeah, that's what I did. And these guys were just giving me ideas. We're just talking nonsense constantly. But yeah, it's a good idea I had, right? So drones, right? The ones that you can you can fly and whatnot. I actually saw there's this drone they invented last year that you can have it follow you
Oh
because
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
have you
saw one
seen
of
that
those
one?
videos.
Yeah. Let me see if I can quickly. So one of the things I hate when I'm doing this podcast is just say something and not clarifying it, so people are freaking out saying, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Drones that follow you.
It's basically you start a drone, flies off the ground.
Yep.
It knows where you are,
Yep.
I guess from the radio transceiver or something.
Yeah. You
And
have
then
it.
if you start moving, it starts to follow you.
Yep.
It flies after you. That's
Yep.
what it does.
Yep.
And I think you put a camera on it, and then you can uh, just record yourself as you're, I don't know, skiing or water skiing or doing stuff like that.
Yep. Yep. So I'm looking at for example, one of these kind of drones is from a company called Hexo Plus. That's HEXO plus.com. And I think that's why I first saw it because I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and they were talking about it. And it was, as you said, you have to have a transceiver on you, where that's what the drone really sees, and you can put it in orbit mode, so it just starts to orbit you
Mm.
nonstop. And so the idea I had with these guys I was talking was like, what if you just had those kind of drones with, like, for instance, if you're in a very hot climate, you can just have a fan.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just right above you, and
Right
wherever you
above you, just
have.
hovering, and just, you can either have it directly above your head, or you can just have it fly around you constantly with a fan that's just blowing at you.
Hmm.
Right. And that's for like hot, temperate, tropical regions. For the more temperate regions, you probably have it with some kind of heating system, like a blow dryer or something, or air dryer or something. And then again, so like if you're really in a cold area, you can just have it blow hot air at you and orbit you at the same time. And I was like, and these guys asked me, dude, have you patented this idea? It's like, we got to go into business right now. What do you think? It's a good idea, right?
um.
Yes, Dan, it is. Jesus.
Okay.
Why do you have to think about that? Okay, what do you really think? What do you really think?
Well, I really like the idea of generating heat right above your head and just, bombarding you with warm air. That's awesome.
Yes. What do,
Orbiting you, that's not gonna work that easily, but I mean,
in what
I'm
sense?
sure you can.
What do you mean?
Well, it's basically a mini helicopter, right, with like
Mm-hmm.
4 blades.
Rotors, yeah.
Now, in order for it to orbit you,
Mm-hmm.
it has to go in an arc,
Yes.
and if it goes in an arc, it's tilted
Yeah.
away from. So whatever it blows, it doesn't blow on you; it blows outside.
Hmm. Right. So I suppose for that kind of drone, you just want to have it just orbit, just stay like above your head and just, you know.
Or
Yeah.
have a rope,
Mm-hmm.
attach the thing and like a slingshot. Then it tries to escape, and you're like, nope, you're staying with me.
So
And
what,
then it will blow towards you, and that's gonna be good.
actually, so for that drone I was talking about, that type of drone, that's another mode. Because another mode, it just follows you because it's following the transceiver. So it can just follow you from behind. So you can just, tweak it so that it stays from behind you. You tweak the distance and then you walk and it keeps that distance. Yeah, that's what you want. Dude, we should go into business.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, but yeah, so that's amongst the stuff we talked about, and it was literally hilarious. I really enjoyed myself, and I got the guys cracking, and at some point I got we plus me got the entire table laughing because the stuff we're talking about was so ridiculous, and I was like, and because I told them I was trying to get a podcast series up and running, and the guy's like, dude, are you recording this right now? I was like, no, I wish I was recording. That's exactly the type of conversations I want to catch, because when you're your friends, like something we try to do as well, we're just talking shit, and that, I believe, that is gold right there, that people engage in these types of conversations every day. And this is why this podcast exists, just to capture. And even then, it's not even the pure form of it, because we know obviously we're being recorded, so our behaviors have already changed slightly. But My ideal situation would just be, I'll go to one of those events, just put the recorder on the table, and then boom, we just start talking shit. That would be amazing. And the best part would be for me not to tell anybody, although I have to tell them because otherwise, I wouldn't have their consent. But it was glorious. It was so fun, Dan. I was like, ah. But yeah, that was my afternoon. This afternoon. What have you been up to today?
I oh my God. I
Yes. What about the concert? Sorry, you didn't even finish that.
no, the concert was good.
Yes.
But today I've found this new game
Yes.
I've been playing.
Yes.
It's called Stardew Valley.
Yes, I heard about that one. Any good?
Yeah. It's oh God,
Uh,
I've
t-
already played like what, 8, 10 hours.
Damn. Got you.
Yeah. So Stardew Valley is basically a top-down slash isometric, but mostly top-down 2D
Yes.
farming simulator, but not so much. So the whole premise of the game is that you move to a farm that you inherited or something like that,
Hmm.
and then you start um, planting crops and harvesting them and
Yes.
clearing out your farm area
Yes.
and having stuff built and mining and fishing and socializing with the all 28 people who are there in the village and then going to events, things like that. And of course, you have a limited time per day
Okay.
because you get up at 6. You should go to sleep at around, I don't know, 1:30 or something.
Hmm.
You also have a limited amount of energy that you can
Right.
spend on either fishing or cutting down trees or watering plants,
Hmm.
things like that.
Hmm.
And of course, health because they're monsters and stuff.
Oh, they are monsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go into a mine or cave or something, then you can encounter monsters.
Okay. Is it one of those things where the monsters attack at night, like in Minecraft?
No, no, no. At night, nothing happens.
Right.
So it's not like a defensive whatever game.
Right. So if you go, sorry to interrupt you again, but
Yeah.
let's say if you go into the woods at night, are there monsters there?
You can't go into the woods at night because
The
the
game doesn't allow
game.
you?
Yeah, because you get tired and you fall asleep or something.
All right, cool. And what if
So
you
you
fall
don't
asleep? Oh, sorry, I keep interrupting. Oh, shit.
you don't actually have a say in when you get up. You always get up at 6.
Right. Okay.
So you
Uh,
get tired by the end, so you cannot go into the woods. But in the woods, there's nothing that can hurt you.
Okay.
In the cave, yeah.
Okay.
But so every it's like civilization, right? Just one more day, one more turn, one more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to stop now because the game saves uh, right before the beginning of the next day. So
Right.
after the end of the previous one.
So in essence, it's Iron Man mode. Sorry, I've played too much XCOM.
Yeah, but basically, sure, but there's, you don't really have that much of an impact, or what you do doesn't really have that much of an impact than in
Yes.
XCOM 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day starts, and if it's raining, it's good because you don't have to water your plants.
Mm-hmm.
But you either water them or you don't,
Yes.
and then you have to decide, what do I do today?
This
And
is like
that's
life.
Yeah, that's life, and it's so chilling because do I go fishing? Do I go try and socialize with people or woo the women? Do
Can you
I?
get married?
Yes.
Get the fuck out. Really?
Yeah.
Can you have kids?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm buying this game. What's it called?
Stardew Valley.
I can have children at last. And it doesn't
Yeah.
involve the government.
Yeah. So, but basically, because you have, you get money by selling stuff like produce or fish or
Yes.
eggs or whatever. You need your house to be upgraded. You need new farm equipment. You need new seeds, farmhouses.
Hmm.
You want to buy stuff for people so that they love you more.
Oh wow.
And it's just, it's whatever the time it is. You have a limited amount of energy left, and you're
Yes.
like, so what do I invest in today? What do I need to do? Do I need money? Do I need resources? Because For example, upgrading your house, you could need, I don't know, 10,000 gold and like 450 wood.
Yes.
Now, harvesting 450 wood takes like 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
And the worst part is you have everything, and you go to the lady that's like the carpenter, and her opening hours is like open from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. on most days.
Yeah.
And you go there, it's a trek. You go there, and it's closed. And it's like, damn it, I have to come back tomorrow. So what do I do with the rest of my time?
This just sound. You know what the weird thing about it? I thought, sometimes I keep. Are you talking about a game, or are you talking about what you just did in your real life?
No, this is the game.
This is crazy. I don't think I want to play this game.
But it's fun.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of.
Let me check. Let me check Steam.
I'm on Steam right now. It's like $10.99. I could buy it. I think I'll give it a go because it's Easter weekend coming up, so I might try that.
Uh-huh.
And I love it. Has sprite graphics,
Wow.
which
Yeah.
I like. I really
12
like.
hours I've put into.
Yeah, one of my buddies. He did
Wow.
a
I'm
Steam.
sorry. Recent news. Mods bring Pokemon textures to Stardew Valley. I mean, sign me the fuck on.
My buddy, Steam friend of mine, he has 36.5 hours on record. He said, I decided to wait on purchasing this game. Longest 5 days of my life. Can't stop playing. Fastest 9 days of my life.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
pretty much. It's amazing. And I don't know why I love it. It's I have absolutely no idea.
Jesus Christ. They got us, Dan. They got us fucking by the balls.
And if you store page, where's the store page? Like it's overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, I'm looking at
the
it
user
now.
reviews. Out of almost 12,000,
Yeah.
98%
Yeah.
says that this game is good.
I think it's a good bet that it's good because I'm looking at the positive. You have 11,781 positive reviews, recommendations, or positive thumbs up, and 194 negative. I say fuck those 194 negative views. Fuck them. 11,000 people said this game is legit. So fuck you on your negativity. Nah, I'll get it. I think I'll get it, and I'll begin to cuss at you next time we do this conversation. There's this chap that says the game did to my depression what years of antidepressants couldn't do.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Dan, what are you doing to me, man? You start me off on Rick and Morty, and now you want to do this?
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna like it. I just know that
I will.
I cannot stop playing this. I mean, there's I tried to play Warframe. You know that game? Free to play on Steam.
Yes.
It's the second most popular game on Steam, or third, or
Really?
in top 5.
Okay. What's that about?
It's boring as fuck. I mean, I don't know why people like it.
Yeah.
It's you are a Warframe. It's basically a robot ninja or something like that.
Yes.
You have a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and a melee weapon. It's
Yes.
a third-person shooter kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And all you have to do is go around and kill stuff.
Right.
And of course there are missions, but the missions are basically go there and push a button, or go there and push 3 buttons, and you have a time limit, and
Right. Time trial.
do stuff that they know about you, and do stuff that they don't know about you. And it's like, yeah, but why? Sometimes they're like survive the waves, or things like that,
Mm-hmm.
or survive to an given amount of time.
Yeah.
And you can do it in a cooperative way, up to 4 people. But here's the thing: I did play with in co-op, or I did play the co-op version. I don't know. I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah. Co-op.
When it just put me with random people, and it was like I was just running around trying to figure out what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
Shooting at everything because I had no idea what's with me or against me.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I thought that this is just way too repetitive.
Yeah. Because for me, it's like
And yet, there's Stardew Valley, which is basically every morning you get up, you water your plants, you go fishing, you go into the mine, you try to buy presents for people, and then
Okay.
you go to sleep and restart the next day. And I love it.
I think I can put a theory here. I
Do
think
tell.
it makes you, even though it's a virtualized environment, you're doing something that you don't get to do in real life. Because, for instance, what's our modern life? We both work in IT. You wake up tomorrow morning, you're gonna, groom yourself, shower, whatever, have breakfast, go to your work. And that involves being working in a building with other people, you're on the phone, you're on the computer, etc. At the end, you have lunch in between, yes. You have a chat
Mhm.
with your colleagues, yes. And then at the end of the day, you go home, you call your mom or you call your friends, or you might hang out with your colleagues after work. And eventually you go home, have dinner, you relax, read an article or two, watch a movie or two, watch some porn if you want. I just watch porn the entire time, as a matter of fact, just throwing it out there.
Even at work,
Even at
during
work, I
lunch.
sneak it past the VPN. Hey, who watches The Watchmen?
Yeah.
Um, and then you go to bed. What you don't do is you don't wake up in the morning. You don't go tend to your chickens to get some eggs. You don't check your garden to see what's coming up. You don't, go chop down wood you're not doing all those things. So I think this game kind of taps into that. It gives you, in a way, that kind of simple life, that kind of more involved life. That wow, I just saw this guy kiss his wife and baby. Wow, that's nice. So I think that's the allure to it. That as simple as it is, it in a way communicates with that primal desire we all have, to do all those kind of things that our ancestors used to do and that we've been disconnected from because we're in modern civilized life. I think that's why. Because I think when you said you don't even know why, but you just keep coming back to it and you're just playing it nonstop. I think there is that. I think that's why.
Mm.
And of course, it's a game and it's supposed to be fun, but I think there is something to that. I think
Yeah,
I'll
I
buy
mean,
this
it's
game.
entirely possible.
Yeah, I think I'll buy this fucking game. Because for me, any sprite game I see, any sprite graphics game already it's maybe because I grew up in the age of Super Nintendo, so I'm used to sprite graphics, but that is an automatic win for me. So I'm in. But the other things, because of what you're saying, and then now there's like 12,000 people saying, dude, this game is fucking amazing. So yeah. Problem is though, I've just committed 103 hours into XCOM.
Well, they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, yeah. No, it's good. I'll check it out. I'll just add it to my wish list.
Hmm.
How many games do you have in your Steam library?
Oh boy. Let's see. Library 74.
74. Wow, good. So you don't have to feel guilty then.
Yeah, 74. Although some of these are like there's Army 2, and then there's Operation Arrowhead, and it's beta.
Yes?
That's still in. There's another beta here, Half-Life, Blue Shift, Opposing Force.
Yes.
So it's not, effectively I only have like what, 65, 68, I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I have 106.
Wow.
My friend whom I read that first review for me has 359.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
why?
I don't know, because reasons. I
Yeah,
think
I mean, if I had infinite time and money, I would probably have that as well.
he has a girlfriend and 3 kids.
Holy shit.
I don't know how that guy does it, man. I
No
think
idea.
I think the kids are old enough to be almost on autopilot, so he doesn't have to do much. And of course, the girlfriend's there to pick up the slack. But he's a good guy. He's a cool guy. He likes his games. He was when I first started playing games online back in before I met your brother and you on Planet Side. I was playing a lot of Unreal Tournament,
Right.
and he was amongst the crew I used to play Unreal Tournament with. He was with this other friend of his. They really encouraged me to like build my own computer for the first time. So yeah, we go way back. So and he lives in Scotland now with his girlfriend, and they have 3 kids. So it's quite nice. He's a nice guy, but where does he find the time to do that? I don't know. Maybe it gets easier when you have a girlfriend because half the task you can just dump it on her. It's like you're the female here. Why are you outside the kitchen? Okay, good. That's just...
Oh man.
Oh man, we just lost our only female viewer on list.
Yeah. Nice job, Kevin. I'm
Oh,
proud.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to flagellate myself after this conversation.
Mhm.
Um, oh wow. Okay. So you mostly be playing that then, Stardew Valley.
Yeah, mostly. I also coded some.
Coded what?
I'm building my very own website
Oh, okay. Cool.
yeah,
What's it
from
about?
scratch. Uh, it's no idea. It's just gonna be basically a blog, I think,
Okay, cool.
about me writing about how I wrote the blog. So it's
Wow. Okay. A
yeah,
bit.
it's basically. I also have Unity engine downloaded in
Okay.
this dev environment.
Do you plan to build your own game or something?
It might happen.
Okay.
Unity engine, like I only did like the very first or second tutorial. It was like, here's how to place a ball and then make the ball respond to WASD. I'm
Okay.
like, this is awesome.
Nice. I'll tell you what, let me know when your website is up and running, and I can give you the embed codes for any episode you are on my podcast.
Okay, sure.
You can put it on there, and yeah, yeah. It's a bit tricky for me now because, as aforementioned, this is episode 3 of the
Mm-hmm.
podcast. So I posted my first episode officially today on Facebook. Um, and I'm already 2 episodes in. So I don't know what to do now because I like to post the episode fresh, not retroactive, retroactively,
Mm-hmm.
so it's more relevant. And in fairness, episode 2 is just another solo podcast. So I don't know if I should just post this one directly today, because it would mean I'm absolutely shelving episode 2. So I don't know. What would you advise?
I mean, it depends on what episode 2 was like. If you feel it's, then just skip it.
Yeah, it'd just be there for legacy. Because the other things I uploaded it on YouTube, so it's on YouTube, and then I opened up my Libsyn account today, which is like, again, as I said, it's like a very popularly used podcast host. So yeah, I think, yeah, I like your advice. I'll just go straight to episode 3, and then if I slack off next week, I can just put episode 2 up, saying, yeah, this doesn't necessarily make chronological sense, but in case you were wondering, okay, you posted episode 1, now episode 3, now episode 2. What the fuck, man? Can you do basic arithmetic? I'm like, yes, yes, I can do that. I can do those things. I can do those things. But fuck it. Here's episode 2. Now deal with it. I should be friendlier to my audience, you reckon? But I should be friendlier. But okay, enough buts. But yeah. I'm scared. I don't want to talk anymore.
How about we finish off right here?
The what now?
We finish off right here.
Uh, Close. Yes, we could. Why? Do you have to run off somewhere? Or?
Pretty soon.
Oh,
But
okay.
still have some time.
No, no, no. If you wanna end that, I think we've done. It didn't seem that long actually. That we've been talking.
Yeah, 53 minutes, and I'm like,
Jesus,
how?
how did that happen? So
Doesn't seem like that.
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, I think the doping courses topic was took some time.
Oh God.
But actually, one of the things you have not done
Yeah.
is you haven't combined your ideas. For example,
Yes.
how about shooting the horse
Hmm.
from a drone that's following the horse?
Oh,
Whenever it starts to slow down, it just gets a new shot.
fuck yeah. Well, but then again, then it's obvious we're obviously cheating because.
Who cares at this point?
Well,
You can also put the horse on a rocket
that's fairly obvious, blatantly
and then
obvious
shoot
at
it
that
to
point.
Jupiter.
Shoot the horse, stupid man. That's
I mean, I can guarantee you that's going to be the first horse to arrive.
yes. And then if it somehow survives and it gets assimilated by some weird microbial kind of organism that lives in Jupiter, and then it mutates the horse into this gestalt entity akin to the Zerg, but just more aggressive. And then in about 12 years, they'll just descend on this planet in a heavenly doomsday spore swarm that just infests everyone's neck and kill your kids in front of you. And then Dan, whose fault is that? Would that be?
Red Bulls.
Okay,
Obviously.
fine. Yeah, Red Bull. Why not? Oh God. Okay, fine. We can close off. And you really don't play. You really don't like this Space Beast Terrified, do you?
I don't want to get into it.
Ah, fair enough.
That's it.
Why
That's my
not?
excuse.
It's so much fun. It's
I
like
I can understand.
I was feeling a bit like, numb today because I was video editing and then it wasn't going very well. So I felt slightly angry because I had so much ideas. And then so how do we jumpstart this? And I played Space Beast Terrified. I said, now I feel better because it fucks you up. It's so fucking intense, man. It makes me feel something, which I think is not very good because it means that I have to like do extreme things to feel anything. I'm like that Linkin Park song, just going numb.
Wow.
Um,
That's a dark note.
that is not the way I wanted to end this. Oh God, why? Why? But no, dude, thank you for being on, man. I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
think
absolutely. It was a pleasure.
yeah, this has been a very fun conversation. I will the moment I'll get cranking. I'll load it up on Libsyn and post it on Facebook. Then I'll retroactively post it on YouTube. And I'm thinking of starting. I think I'll do an episode of XCOM 2 tonight, my
Hmm.
new series. So one of the things I did in the interim is I installed a mod called Disable Timer because that timer mechanism in the game is really fucking annoying. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
oh my God. I because I've been playing it on Iron Man and okay, the mission, the test series I made. Did you watch the first video?
Yeah.
Okay, so the mission before Operation Fire Mother, the names, the names of the missions. Anyways,
Mhm.
the mission before Operation Firewalker, that's called Operation Diamond Walker, actually. That went to fucking hellfire in a handbasket, because I was supposed to assassinate or capture this VIP in 8 rounds. And then I encountered this enemy life form that annihilated half my squad. And there was no, and that's the thing that, because fine, it's late stage, but this is why I don't like that 8 round thing because I'm like, you expect me to kill these enemies because if I run, they'll chase me. And then the worst thing that can happen is I'll run into another group of enemies and then it makes things worse. And the idea of the game says you have to kill these guys, you have to go through them to continue. But I'm like, if this is a hit and run mission and you gave me 8 rounds to do it, maybe I shouldn't fight these enemies, So there is that flaw in the game. That's why I don't think the timer mechanism is justified. And especially playing it on Iron Man mode, where you can't even reload. So I'm like, no. I think, most people, there's the other timer mods to inflate the time limits. And I
Mhm.
saw this screenshot and this guy just put 98 turns left. I'm like, you might as well just disable it at that point. And I saw this Reddit conversation that people that were using the mod, and one of them did this mission. It took him 113 rounds, and the mission rating was flawless. He didn't lose anyone, but it took him
Wow.
113 rounds. And I'm like, yee. Even my highest round is 43. But that's my point because the game is a lot harder. And I don't think that time around, the old timer thing, oh God, it's so horrible. Because every single time I got like my troops trained up, I would go on this kind of crazy fucking mission, and then they would all die, and then it leaves you with rookies that can't really fight a hardened enemy, and then it's essentially game over. So I surmised that it was the developer's cheap trick way of trying to get you to inflate your gaming hours in the game. But I take offense to that because I think that was unnecessary. There was no need to do it, and I'm happy people are modding that aspect of the game out because my favorite missions in the game are the missions where there are no timers, and that makes sense because I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time because
Yeah.
yeah,
XCOM is like that. Or
XCOM
should
is
be
like
like that.
exactly because the enemies. That's the thing because the game is already punishing enough. The enemies are so hardcore that if you rush to fight them and and sometimes the game will just cheat. You're being punished regardless. I'm like, this doesn't. There's no strategy to this. You're just being sadistic. So yeah, I removed the timer. So that's I'm gonna play Iron Man again. but I will remove the mission timer. And
Hmm.
yeah, retaliation missions I'm still gonna do. What's the other thing? I'm not gonna modify the avatar doomsday clock because that's still gonna run the way it's gonna run, so that's fine. But it's just those timed missions, man. I can't. No, I can't. I'm willing to lose troops, via Iron Man. If I make mistakes, fine, I deserve to be punished. But forcing me to charge into the enemy just because 8 round limit. And sorry, I know you got to run. So, sorry, do you have to go somewhere?
Um, Pretty soon, but just
Shit.
finish off your thought.
Okay, cool. No, it's just I had this conversation with I think my colleague's husband because he plays XCOM, and we're talking about like saying, okay, what if there was a situation where instead of at the end of that round, the game doesn't end, you just get more advent reinforcements. They just keep landing every round. Then that would make more sense because the idea is that you're this rebel organization, you're fighting this larger army main force. So if you hit one of their organs, they react to you like an immune system. That's what should happen. It shouldn't be game over. You just get more troops landing, making the game that round particularly difficult. And one of the other mechanisms we argued for was like, okay, if they start landing, you have to escape the mission area. That means you have to go to the edge of the map to escape. And meanwhile, they chase you. That would have been better. Because yes, you failed the
Hmm.
mission, but at least now you have bigger problems because they're chasing you. And then if you lose your troops that way, it's fair. If you escape, you lose track of those units for a few days, and then they can be picked up by the Avenger dropship. And I thought that was a better
Yeah.
mechanic. But somehow the game is like at the end of 8 rounds, game over, which is fucked up. I lost a lot of good soldiers that way. And
Hmm.
that's it. I've dropped the
Yeah.
mic, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel, we've done an hour and a minute.
Yay, we're awesome.
Episode 3. Thank you very much. And like I said, we should do this more. I miss you, Dan. You got to come on here to keep me straight. I need you.
All right, Kevin.
Yeah. We'll work something out.
We'll sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get other people on board as well. So I won't just be bothering you all the time. I'll be bothering a lot more people, you included.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Oh well, okay, cool. So let's wrap it up here then, Dan. Do you want to promote anything? You want me to, this is a good platform for people who are listening. Do you want to promote anything?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
okay. Let me know when your blog is up.
Once my
So
site is once my site is online, maybe.
yeah,
Not until then.
I like how you said maybe, not. Oh yeah, definitely. Cool. But yeah, Dan, thank you very much. And I hope to get you aboard the podcast again and we'll speak soon.
All right.
Cool. Take care,
Take
man.
care.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.